This is an Alois Trancy X-Reader by Miriam Caradoc. I probably read that wrong. Eyes like ice, yet warming as fire, feet splashing in puddles, cries of your name, the smell of blood and filth, the forceful pounding in your ears, the burning in your lungs. Somebody save me, you screamed as you ran away from the people chasing you. You coughed as a drop of rain attempted to enter your lungs, and still you kept running. Through alleyways, twisting streets, and sharp bends, you finally managed to throw off your pursuers. But you weren't to know this. Thinking you were going to die, you continued running with all your might, somehow managing to arrive at a large building. You furiously pounded on the door, but it sounded like your fists were hitting cotton to your waterlogged ears. Still, the door opened to reveal a blonde-haired boy and a butler with no expression. You reached out for the boy. "Please!" He collapsed before you reached him. However, your hand still outstretched. What should we do with her, Claude?" You could feel your lungs failing to bring in enough air, and your breath was leaving faster than it was entering. "What is this?" Before you could hear another word from the pair, everything turned black. You gasped, clutching your chest as you sat up. You felt your cheeks, both of which had been cut before, now covered in bandages. Your left hand also tightly wrapped. And the same feeling told you your knee had received the same treatment. "Where am I?" you asked no one in particular as you gazed around the empty room. It was fancy, decorated with red and gold. This was quite obviously a noble's home. The question was, whose? You eased yourself off the plush bed you had been laying on and found it difficult to walk, without a twinge of soreness and pain shooting through the muscles in your legs. "Right, I was running, and I knocked on the door to the manor. There was a boy and a butler," you murmured, slowly closing your eyes. When you opened them again, you were face to face with a spider hanging from a thread on the ceiling. You yelped and fell backwards. You found yourself in the arms of the butler. Was his name Claude? "Sorry, terribly sorry, miss," he said, his voice vacant. "Here at the Trancy Manor we do not kill spiders. The Earl Trancy requested to see you when you awakened. Allow me to lead you to him." You turned around, finally seeing Lauren's face. His eyes were sharp as a hawk's. You seemingly just as steadily making your way back slightly. "Did you just wander into a trap?" "Right," you mumbled, soothing. The upward hair from the back of your neck, with your hand hyping your unease, was merely a product of prior events. Without another word, Claude began taking you to hopefully meet a trance. Whoever that was, sorry, I'm eating ice. Like frozen water, not the jug. "I have brought her, your highness," Claude intoned, seemingly almost bored. The boy with platinum blonde hair, who had moments ago been playing with the spoon, stood up and walked over to you. "How old are you?" he asked. "I think I went to your personal space." I'm 14. "Oh, Chauncey, what do you ask?" His ugly blue eyes widened. "14, huh? Same age as me, so what's your name?" He backed up slightly. "For first name, last name. And thank you for bandaging my injuries." The boy appeared to think to himself. I'll call you NN, so NN. "How do you get moved to the scrape?" "Huh?" I know his nickname. "I love hearing stories." Your mind instantly cast back to the people chasing you, the many beatings you had been through at their hands. Tears flowed from your eyes, and you sunk to the floor crying. "Did I say something bad?" Old Chauncey asked, confused by her sorrow. "I believe the memories are so terrible that they cause her to break like this," Claude replied as he silently wept. "Well, get her to stop crying," Old Chauncey suddenly yelled. "Yes, your highness," Claude replied sternly, tapping you on the shoulder, making you glance around. Claude wasn't there. You felt a feathery touch on the back of your neck, making every hair stand up, and you stood up, shifting your gaze everywhere in search of the mysterious disappearing man, when a hand skimmed down your spine, making you shiver. "Stop that," you whined furiously, wiping your face. Old Chauncey was frowning. "Claude, what was it we talked about when we brought her in?" In an instant, Claude was next to the Earl, pushing his glasses up, even though they hadn't moved more than a millimeter out of place. "If you are implying that I have defied your wishes, you are incorrect. You ordered me to not be touchy-feely. This does not mean by aggravating her disquiet." The Earl stood up on his tiptoes and glared at Claude before he turned back to you. "So, and then, are you all right now?" You stared at the blonde for a little while. Yeah, I guess. A sudden knocking on the door made you flinch. "Oh, Trancy, open up. We know you have FN in there." You covered your ears and shut your eyes, not noticing how the Earl looked at you. Then you heard the doors open and dove under the dining table, cowering. "Oh, long time no see, Father Hesbag. What's this visit for?" "We've come for FNMNLN. She must be taken back to her village for the ceremony of purification." "Why'd she run?" the Earl questioned. "Even as you discovered a male under the table with you, you almost screamed when he shushed you," pointing to the commotion behind you. "The ceremony is a little painful, you see." A haughty voice replied, making tears prick your eyes. "A little painful? Death was a little painful?" "That's so. Okay, Evan, don't be such a wuss, and get out here." At first you thought the purple-haired man shushing you would force you outside, but he kept the same expression as before, making sure you stayed in place. "FN. It seems FN has escaped through the window, Your Highness," Claude said, puzzling you. He had seen you down on the table, so then it hit you. The pair was acting. "What? How could you make such a stupid mistake?" "Claude, you heard the Earl's hand slap against skin. So she got away, huh?" The haughty voice from before snarled. "Curse you, FN. You're gonna suffer for this." You then heard the doors close, and again shortly after, Earl Trancy laughing. "They're such idiots, thinking I would give away something that's mine." The man then pushed you out from underneath the table. You were then hugged by the blonde. "Hey," and then he whispered by your ear, "Want me to kill those stupid pieces of shit?" "What?" you questioned softly, wondering if you had heard him correctly. "I asked if you want me to kill them." He sung this time. "Can you?" you asked hesitantly. He giggled. "Of course. I'm Alois Trancy, you know. The spiders of my mansion can tear anything apart." Then yes, I want you to kill them," you finished in a whisper. "All right," Alois exclaimed, bringing you to a standing position. "Claude, kill every last one of them." Claude bowed. "Yes, Your Highness," he replied, seeming to teleport out of sight. "Now that that's out of the way, why don't we go to a place where we can talk?" Without waiting for a response, Alois took you by the hand and started running for another of the rooms. Just within range of you hearing, you heard the faint screaming of those people who had abused you. You couldn't resist faintly smiling. Revenge felt wonderful, but Alois started to run up the stairs. Your knee badly twinged as he reached the top, and you fell back away from Alois's hand. In slow motion, you watched as Alois turned. His eyes widened as you fell there. Absolutely no way he could save you. And yet, defying human limit, Alois grabbed hold of your hand and pulled you back to standing. With tears yet again threatening to spill, you hugged Alois. "Thank you." Something wet hit your shoulder. "Hey, and then promise you won't leave me." You hugged him tighter. "Why would I? This is my home now." Sorry, I had to rush read that because I've tried so many times I just couldn't get it done. I really like this one. My accent changed a bit, and I haven't read in a while, and yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I really enjoyed this. Sorry I haven't been uploading and stuff. Last I checked I had 297 subscribers, so that was really, really, really cool. I kept running out of breath and my brain kept stopping. I've been having hallucinations and shit, I'm stuck in some sort of psychosis. I might make a separate video about that. But yeah, I really enjoyed making this, and anyways, bye!